Would you believe me if I told you that this is my third time trying to record this video? You know, it's funny. The enemy has a way of holding your tongue when you're about to speak about something real, when you're trying to be authentic, when you're trying to share your story. But he has no problem letting you lash out, talk poorly about yourself, talk poorly about the next person. So with that being said, we're going to get this video out, okay? It's going to happen. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back. If you've been here before, I just want to come on here and be real and be raw and speak from a vulnerable place. Is that okay with you? I don't know if I've really put into perspective on any of my previous videos, but this is your safe space. This is a space where we come, we're our authentic selves. We can embrace who we are, the good, bad, the ugly. And we just speak about what's real and what's really going on in our personal journeys. I want to take the time to just share with you, things that I've been experiencing here lately as far as my season of healing and transformation. I don't think people really take the time to discuss the obstacles when it comes to healing. What I've come to discover is you have to be completely honest with yourself if you truly want to begin to heal. Healing looks different for everybody. I can't speak on what's worked for the next person and for that person, but I can speak on what has been working for me. I've been doing a lot of self-discovery. I've been doing a lot of refining my purpose. I've been more in tune with my emotions, how things make me feel, how to speak to others, how to speak to myself. Trying to learn and unlearn at the same time can be very hard. Trying to rewire my thought process in the way that I speak about myself. It's so easy for me to pour into others, to be an encouraging person, to be a light for other people, but it can be very hard to do the same for myself. It's so easy to tell somebody, you got this, get up and do something good for yourself. It's so easy to say that, to type that, to speak it. But when you're trying to get yourself out of bed, when you're trying to get yourself to move past something traumatic, when you're facing your trauma head on, when you are actually sitting with your emotions and feeling every ounce of it, it can be hard. It can be very, very hard. I think something that a lot of people don't really like to talk about is isolation when it comes to healing. I have amazing souls in my corner. I have supportive friends. I have a supportive praying mother. I have a beautiful church home. I have a supportive, loving partner. I'm very blessed to have the type of circle that I have. Very blessed. But when it comes to my own personal walk, when it comes to my own version of healing, when it comes to the things that I don't discuss with anybody else, it can be very lonely to sit with those emotions and not even know how to articulate how you're feeling sometimes. But all you know is that you're feeling something very strong, With my healing journey, I have taken a personal route to really grow closer to God. And strengthening my faith is something that I'm working on daily. It's a daily walk. You have to do it every single day. It can be hard to, get out of old habits, get out of, something bad happening and you think that your whole world is just terrible. Your whole life is just, so chaotic off of one little minor thing. Or you feel like your trauma has a chokehold on you and you literally can't move forward because, you keep seeing the same thing happening over and over. It's almost like a cycle, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm coming to learn for myself is that in order for me to really move past my trauma and to move through my pain, not walk over it, but move through my pain, I have to sit with it. I have to acknowledge what it is, sit with that emotion, understand why it makes me feel that way, and learn how to utilize it for my own personal gain. And when they say that there's purpose to your pain, that is a very true statement. Because there's a reason for everything. I didn't go through what I went through for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And now, at my young age of 35, I am just taking this time to really rediscover myself, you know? I, at one point, knew what my purpose was, or I felt like I knew what my purpose was, and now I'm rediscovering my purpose. And it's still the same, but I really feel like it has been redefined through God. I genuinely feel like that. Walking with God is not a walk in the park. I'm still new to this, but I'm true to this. And I'm still learning every single day. Old habits die hard. And I know that the more I work on myself internally, I know the more that I get into the Word, I know the more that I fast, trying to handle life on my own understanding, I definitely feel like my walk with God will just become easier with time. I've been really taking the time to truly relearn what I love and really be true to who I am to the core. All things healing, like all forms of self-care, like, you know, doing the things that really set your soul on fire. But to truly heal, you have to really work within. You have to do some work. And if you're not willing to do the work, you're really not going to get where you want to be. Putting that energy back into self-discovery and self-reflection, it's like a whole different world almost. It's crazy. I didn't even know how I was going to come on here and articulate what I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it, but my good bestie Jill, hey boo, I know you're going to watch this. I was talking to her, you know, she just told me you just need to speak from your heart. You know, this is your story and can't nobody tell it like you. If you're watching this and you don't know what steps to take to start healing, you don't know where to begin, listen, I'm still working each and every single day, but what I can tell you is really take time to self-reflect. If there is something in your past that has like a really strong chokehold on you, really try to navigate what it is, why you feel the way that you do, so you can really start to fine-tune your trauma and really start utilizing it to find your purpose. You know, something else that has been kind of working for me as far as healing is when I come across an obstacle or I'm faced with a certain emotion. And I'm a very emotional person. I've been an empath all my life, so I feel emotions very strongly. But when you take the time to figure out, okay, say you get upset about something, right? Why did this make me upset? What emotions exactly am I feeling in this moment? You have to sit with them. You genuinely have to sit with how you feel in order to process and be able to move forward. So acknowledge what it is. Acknowledge the type of emotions you're feeling. And figure out, sit with them, and then figure out how to move forward with what you just discovered. And I try to really pause and breathe before making any decisions or before responding in all types of situations. Focusing on my breathing is something that has been really helping me stay grounded and just helping me respond in a more calm manner when it comes to anything in any situation. So yeah, this was a very vulnerable moment for me, and I'm glad that I have this safe space with you guys to be able to speak on my healing and just my personal journey with life. If you would like for me to share my spiritual fast in detail, what I've learned and all the things, drop down in the comments purple hearts. If you want to hear about my spiritual fast, drop some purple hearts in the comments. I would be more than happy to share that with you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can inbox me on any other social media platforms that you may follow me on. But I thank you for listening. I thank you for being here, and I thank you for sharing this space with me. It means a lot. Almost 200 subscribers. I love y'all, and I thank y'all so much for y'all unconditional support and love. An affirmation that I shared on my TikTok was, I am no longer afraid to see where healing can take me. So if you're seeing this is your sign to just start somewhere. You have to begin to do the work to be able to get to where you want to go. Healing is not easy. It's going to look crazy. It's going to make you feel crazy, but it's so necessary. And I promise you, once you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you are going to tap into a version of you that you never realized was there. Remember that this is your safe space, and I will see y'all in the next one.